Talking Mid-Valley Track and Field here on the Mendola Show. Nick Kazinetz is with us, the head coach. Nick, let's talk about this guys group. We got a little bit of everything. So take us through what makes this team so special.
Well, I think we have a lot of guys that could score in every event, from our hurdles to our jumpers, our mid-distance, our sprinters, our distance. The guys in the field are doing a great job too. And we're very well-rounded team this year, pretty deep in the mid-distance and distance events.
Let's start in the field. Take us through a guy or two that have really done some special things.
Well, I'll tell you what, Zach Rebar is throwing the Javelin about 165 this year. He's doing a really nice job with that. Threw the disc about 130. He does have a little competition though. Adam Baradelli threw 155 up at Icebreakers, so we're doing pretty well. Both all those events. Zach's coming along in the shot now. He's in the mid 40s, so hopefully he's going to kind of peak out towards the end of the season.
How about jumpers?
Well, in the jumping right now, we have Martian McNoski. He's jumping around 1910, doing a great job there. First year out for the team. We have a seasoned guy, James Getz. Been a little injury prone this year, but he's bouncing his way back. He's in the 19s also. And Shane Rosenkrantz has been filling in the triple jump too, here and there for us too.
Distance guys.
Distance guys. Wow, Josh Vidazinski's doing a great job. Kid we brought up when he was a freshman. Had a little bit of injuries over the last couple of years, and he really bounced back this year for his senior year. He was a medalist last year at districts. And I know he has big goals this year for this year's season. There's some sophomores that are really right on his tail too. Christian Snee, Michael Benici, Colin Snee doing some dynamite work, and he's got Josh's twin brother Jacob. Really pushes him in practice and challenges him all the time.
How about mid-distance?
Mid-distance, well, obviously we have Sebastian Radicular returning this year. He was a state medalist last year as a sophomore in the 800, 7th place finish, so we're really excited to have him back. He's really kind of the guy that really motivates our team. He expects up to less of himself, and he really kind of challenges the rest of the team. And nice guy by the name of John Pierkowski doing some good work there too, and Shane Rosenkrantz in the 400 also.
Sprinters and hurdlers, I guess we could combine those guys.
Sure, yeah. When you have a lot of sprinters, you make some guys hurdlers. One of the guys we did that with was Gideon Dalzell. I think right now he's at the fastest time in District 2 in the 300 hurdles, and Josh Jernowski's doing a dynamite job in the 110s. It's nice to have a guy that can do both. And Christian Shakiris came out for the team last year as a sophomore. He was a district medalist last year in the 100 and the 200. So, these guys have been coming along, working very, very hard along the way. Kenny Rivera, a kid out for our team too. Kenny just puts his time into it, works really hard. So we really have a nice, well-rounded team.
Obviously, there's got to be some credit to the coaching staff. I'm sure you'll deflect to some of your assistant coaches, but good leadership on your part as well.
Thank you. We really invested in our program. These guys that are seniors, when they were in 7th grade, we kind of knew they were special, and we really kind of focused on saying, hey, we're going to build this program from the ground up. I have excellent coaches assisting with me. Sean Schultes is a dynamite job with the mid-distance kid. He's our junior high coach. I have Bob Grandinetti, who's been coaching for well over 30 years in the shot and disc, and Brandon Shorba. He's coached some state qualifiers for the shot and the disc too. Cindy Schultes has been with me for 15 years. She works at our jumps. Got a dynamite guy in the pole, in the Javelin, Dave Kraski, and our hurdling coach is Tori Doyle. And Tori's been doing a dynamite job too. We have some volunteers, Jeff Jordan, Michelle Higgins, they come along and they really help us out too. So we have a very well-rounded coaching staff. We put a lot of time in for the kids, and it's their hard work, that helps me out too. And I have Vito Gentile, our cross-country coach, who works with the distance guys also. So it's nice to have a guy in another program helping us, because they help us and then we kind of help them in the fall. So I think I got everybody. I hope I did.
Icebreaker relays. Usually it's really cold.
Yeah.
Usually it's tough up in Paupack, that breeze off the lake. But I got some sunburn this weekend taking in the relays, and your squad really put in a fine performance.
Yeah, well, thank you, John. And we're really proud of the kids. We kind of been working on this for a while. We kind of expected to do pretty well up there, and we're going to be going down to the Shippensburg Invitational this weekend. We're taking some kids down there, and we're expecting some big things out of that too. Prepare us for our meet this week and next week.
Let's talk about the weeks ahead. Everybody's got to peak at the right time. You got to stay healthy. You got to have some luck. But some good coaching and some good advice usually could go a long way.
Yeah, we're really excited. We have a good program, and we're looking forward to see where the rest of the season takes us. I think we're going to have a lot of district medals on our team this year. Hopefully, have some kids go back to states, and some kids go to states for their first time.
Coach, great to catch up with you. Look forward to talking to the guys.
Thank you, John.
Josh Vidazinski here on the Mendola Show. We're talking Mid-Valley Track and Field. Josh, let's talk about your ability to run long distance, something you always liked, something you kind of grew into?
Yeah, so I've been running since the 8th grade, and as soon as I started doing it, I remember I went out for a 2-mile run, and I was just like, I can't believe I did that. I'm going to go for another 2 miles, and I've just been hooked on it ever since, just continuing to improve and getting better at it, and it gets easier as the years go by.
Kind of a runner's high. We all have felt that. Those of us who have been out and doing that feels great. So talk about cross-country season. What kind of success did you see there?
Yeah, I had a strong senior cross-country season. I competed among the best in the area and was in the top pack throughout all the races. The district championship meet didn't quite go the way I wanted to. I just didn't have a great day, but the rest of the season was really strong.
As far as your teammates, talk about the fun that you have with this group of guys.
Well, there's a really great sense of fellowship on this team, and I think that's one of the reasons that we're so competitive this year. Whether we're a jumper, thrower, distance runner, sprinter, hurdler, we're just all working together and all practicing together, hanging out, and I think that's what's really helping us set ourselves apart from other teams.
Let's talk about the siblings.
So my twin brother Jacob, he is also a runner. We've been running together since the 8th grade, competing in track and cross country. So it's been nice to see each other improve together throughout the years. And then my sister Emmeline, she's 10 years old, and she comes to a lot of our meets, and she's always like cheering, "Go Josh!" on the sidelines. So that's always great.
You think she'll be a runner too?
I hope so. She does a lot of sports. She's really into softball, basketball. So we'll see.
Let's talk about the classroom. You're pretty darn good there. 4.0, top 10% of your class. So talk about being dedicated.
Yeah, I think that it's very important to be a top performer in the school, and I think that running in school can go hand in hand in the sense that they both require a lot of dedication and focus and just a real sense of discipline.
Let's talk about the next step for you. What are you going to do, or what do you want to study?
Yeah, so I am down to 2 colleges that I'll be attending in the fall, and I'll be making that decision at the end of the week. And I'm also going to be an undeclared major, but I'm also going to be continuing cross-country and track at the collegiate level as well. Can
you give us a tip on who those 2 schools are?
Well, one's a local school, and one is in the state, but it isn't a local school, so I'll be making that decision.
As much as you're giving us. All right, we want a little more. It's okay. Let's talk about the role models in your life.
So I really look up to my parents. They've come to my meets. Like they hardly miss any meets. They are such a big influence with our booster club for both programs. So they've helped to build both programs to improve our funding and whatnot. And they've just been great supporters with me in my training, even when times got tough. When I would get injured in my early years, they always were supportive of me and helping me to get through it. And my 2 distance coaches that I've had throughout the years, Coach Vito Gentile and Coach Rob Aarons, I've really learned a lot from them. They go for runs with me, and they've just helped me stay with it even when things got tough.
My eyes aren't as good as they used to be, but an Eagle Scout I think is pretty darn important. Talk about your dedication and achieving that. It's just such a rare thing.
Yeah, I started Boy Scouts at the age of 12, and I earned my Eagle Scout award at 17. So that was 5 years of hard work, but it was a lot of fun. I learned a lot, and my scout troop's great. There's a lot of great kids and a lot of great leaders on that, so that was just an incredible experience.
Well, you're the All-American boy, sports and Eagle Scout, doing a great job in the classroom, and a big decision upcoming. One local, one maybe far away. We'll find out. Very good, Josh. Thank you.
Thank you.